Welcome to today's episode of the Art of Feeling Better podcast. And I'm joining you today from my lovely autumnal, seasonal, cosy little living room because I have been a busy little bee over the past couple of weeks preparing for this weekend where I'm travelling to Amersham very, very early tomorrow morning. I'll be driving down to meet with some incredible people from all over the world, doing all kinds of wonderful things around education. And you may remember from one of my very first episodes, Mr. Anthony Willoughby is leading this amazing gathering of this incredible group of people who are all really passionate innovators and change makers who can see and feel and hear and witness the desperate issues that we're facing in classrooms up and down the country and all over the world, and also have the frustrating position, myself included in that we can see and we have tested and we have evidence of the solutions that are right at our fingertips and are ready to be implemented. But it's like dragging a mountain up another mountain. It's like, David and Goliath. It's fighting the system in the best possible way. It doesn't need to be a fight. It needs to be a collaboration and a partnership. But I understand the constraints. I understand that the bureaucracy and the decision making and the purse strings and the restrictions with being able to take action. And of course, the funding issue, which is crippling schools all over the place at the moment. Regardless of your political standpoint, regardless of your theories, feelings or thoughts on why we're in the state we're in, where this has come from, who this has come from. It doesn't really matter. The point is we're in this position now where our children are being harmed. Simple as that. And I shared a post yesterday, I think it was, on Facebook. And I really try and be careful not to, because I'm trying to build a legitimate and credible business in a very difficult industry. So presenting like this is enough of a challenge. So I try to remain well behaved as much as I can. But every now and again, I have to flex the revolutionary muscle and I'll post something. And yesterday was one of those days, and it was just posted it because I saw it. I thought, this is just so accurate. And I've been having this conversation. In fact, some of the brilliant people that I'll be speaking with tomorrow, we've had this conversation on this podcast, actually. There's a couple of people that I've already done episodes with who are also going to be there and going to be speaking. And we have had this conversation, and I've raised this point several times. Sometimes when I raise this point, there's a bit of an ouchie. Oh, you can't actually say that. It's true, but lots of kind of worms we don't want to open. My special skills opening cans of worms, apparently. So the post, you can go and check out if you'd like to. It's a black background, bold white letters, and it talks about the fact that in a safeguarding capacity, and don't forget I'm an instructor, I teach safeguarding. I have been child protection officer, governor for 15 years at our local primary school. I know this stuff. I teach this stuff, right? So come at me if you disagree, because it is one of my areas of expert knowledge. When it comes to safeguarding and when it comes to child protection, you're taught to look out for certain things, and you're taught that if a child displays any anxiety or stress responses at going home to their caregivers or to their family unit at the end of the day, that's a real significant cause for concern. And it's a high indicator and a big red flag that there is likely to be some form of abuse or neglect happening. And you're told to raise that red flag. And you are told in no uncertain terms that you must escalate this as high as possible, and action must be taken in order to safeguard and protect that child. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And it was one of my children that didn't want to come home because they'd had a row with me, or I grounded them, or wouldn't let them go on their Xbox or play with whatever. I would understand that was a thing that had to happen, regardless of whether I liked it or not, because it makes sure that in any situation where a child is seen to be in distress, it's taken very seriously, because there are so many cases where that distress is indeed an indicator of something really serious. In fact, in many cases, it is. However, when a child is displaying significant distress and anxiety at going to school, we as parents are told, forced, and fined if we don't, to force them to go in no matter what. Just think about that for a minute. Just think about that point. And all of the amazing, rich conversations that can come from making that point. We're told that we have to, causing complete distress to ourselves as parents, watch our children, knowing that they feel distress, discomfort, and desperately do not want to go for any number of reasons. We, as their trusted, safe people, have to force them to go into an environment that is harmful to them, and it's frightening to them. And we just have to do it because it's the rules, it's the law. Not in reverse, of course. No, it's the opposite in reverse. So I think that really needs some thought. And it's an uncomfortable thought, and it's an uncomfortable conversation, and it's met with a great deal of resistance. And the amount of times that I've been patronised for and discredited when I bring up these conversations because I don't know what I'm talking about, quite clearly. That seems to be shifting slightly now because I do know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. I have a great deal of experience. I'm a parent. I teach, I train, I coach, I specialise in mental health. I have certificates and qualifications coming out of a folder around child protection, child neglect, behavioural issues, trauma. I've got some knowledge and I understand what's going on, and I just want to be able to help these conversations to flow in a productive and solutions-focused way. But they have to be taken seriously. Now, you know, it's very different when you consider things like neglect and abuse in the traditional sense and how you would expect these to manifest in a home situation. And the immediate door slam is, well, obviously that's not happening in school. That's not what we do. We specialise in supporting, nurturing and looking after and protecting children. That's why school exists and the door gets shut. But we're talking about emotional and psychological safety. And again, that's a key component in the home dynamic is emotional and psychological safety, not just the physical. But we really need to hone in on this because there are so many young people and children, they are not misbehaving. They are not being naughty. School refusers and parents who enable and instigate this behaviour. Behaviour is communication. It's communicating an unmet need. And if anybody is in distress at any time for any reason, that needs immediate identification and it needs an immediate action to reduce that level of distress, to put things in place, to listen, to understand, to empathise, and to be compassionate and work out what it is that that person needs. What is that unmet need? And a lot of people have got a lot of opinions on that. I have my own set of opinions on what the unmet need is in a traditional educational environment for many different people in many different ways, and including teachers. And I understand that the restrictions are, this is a big thing and you can't just go in and change things. Can you? Now I'm being flippant there. You can't, it's difficult to instigate and embed change. It does take time. However, this is taking far too long. Anyone listening there who is part of this process of change, let's just speed it up a little bit. People are being highly damaged here. We're creating a culture and a new generation of traumatised young people who are then breeding and creating more and more and more. We are leaping ahead technologically, way ahead of our ability to adapt emotionally. People aren't equipped, teachers aren't equipped, young people aren't equipped with any of the tools, skills, resources now that they need. We're just peddling out this old paradigm, this old system of just tick our boxes, just justify our funding, just learn what I'm showing you, and then do well in a test and we'll all be fine. Mate, that's outdated. That's gone. That's long gone now. We're just putting people into this system that is broken and expecting the broken system to fix the people from the problems that it created. Ain't gonna happen. So I am going to this lovely gathering tomorrow, and I'm hoping, I'm going to take my camera with me because I don't know whether there's an opportunity at some point for me to hit record and do another conversation. Another part 2 to this particular episode. So let's see what happens. I'm sure I'll do a part 2 at some point. But what I wanted to do with you guys today, I wanted to read out to you, like Jack and Ori Corner styley, my solution. I wanted to just tell you a bit more about Mojo School, but I want to just read out, and I can't really get your feedback in real time because by the time this comes out and I get any feedback, I'll be there anyway. But I've got a few things I want to talk about, a few things I want to show. You know, you may or may not know that I now have this whole entire framework, this entire digital platform, blending ancient wisdom, modern technology, neuroscience, neuroplasticity, psychotherapy tools, everything that a person needs to be well in complete holistic balance. And it's set out there in this incredible medicine wheel framework, and it is ready-made, done for you, educational resources that can be slotted into these time and funding constraints within schools, within the scheme of work. It doesn't require any additional masses of funding or masses of training and time. It's ready to be dropped in from my knowledge working within a school environment, and my knowledge of working with different kinds of people and different demographics, and my knowledge specialising in the hard to reach, often overlooked, school refusers, disengaged. You know, that's my special superpower, and I built all that in to make sure that this education system is fit for everybody. And that's the only way an education system should be. It's about collaborative learning. That's what it should be about, and wisdom. So I'm going to read this to you, and then I'm going to read, when I finish, my Mojo model that I put together. A whole model that really, really explains and drills down exactly what we need to be well, and what Mojo School in its entirety is aiming to bring to you guys. So this is around the changing face of education and being innovative, this whole gathering. So my particular piece of work, and I'm putting this into a little folder, like the professional that I am, got like Polly Pockets and everything, presentation line. I'm going to leave it there for everyone to have a little read through and to just see if it helps to explain my passion and explain the rationale behind what I've done and what I've created. Because when you look at the surface of it, it's creative, it's fluffy, it's fuzzy, it's all woo-woo, and its grounding and its foundations are in such academic places, ironically. But we know that doesn't translate itself when you want people to engage. You need to engage in the way that they want to be engaged with and give them the things that they need that will fill that unmet need. So how it looks forward facing is very different to what's on the underneath. And I'm hoping that this particular report goes a long way to explaining the underneath and the background, the years and years, lifetimes work that's gone into creating it. And it's an e-document as well, so I'm going to stick it up somewhere on the website. So it's all around supporting a new paradigm in education. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. So the vision, I started with a little quote that I think you'll like. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. That was from William Butler Yeats. And I am well known for lighting fires. But Keith's Prodigy, Fire Starter, is literally my purpose. Lighting touch papers and equipping people with the tools to go on and light more touch papers. So, in the ever-evolving landscape of education, Mojo School stands as a beacon of innovation, offering a transformative approach that bridges the gap between timeless wisdom and modern science. Our mission is to empower individuals to achieve their fullest potential by integrating ancient practices from cultures around the globe with the latest advancements in neuroscience and psychotherapy. Vision. Mojo School is dedicated to creating an educational environment where mental, emotional, and physical wellness are prioritised. We believe that true learning and personal growth occur when individuals feel safe, valued, and inspired to explore their unique identities and passions. The Medicine Wheel Framework. At the heart of our approach lies the Medicine Wheel Framework, a holistic model that guides learners on a journey of self-discovery and healing. By embracing the principles of balance and harmony, this framework supports individuals in overcoming limiting beliefs and emotional traumas, paving the way for authentic self-expression and achievement. Mojo School invites educators, learners, and partners to join us in this new paradigm, where education is not just about imparting knowledge, but nurturing the whole individual. Together, we can create a future where every person is empowered to thrive, and contribute positively to their communities. But what about the guiding principles, I hear you say? It's funny you should mention that. Guiding principles, bridging ancient wisdom and modern science. Mojo School is founded on the belief that true education transcends traditional boundaries, integrating the profound insights of ancient wisdom with the empirical evidence of modern science. Our guiding principles are designed to create a nurturing environment that fosters holistic development and well-being. Healing from within. Many individuals operate under binding beliefs, deep-seated limitations resulting from past emotional traumas. At Mojo School, we recognise the importance of addressing these emotional wounds, much like tending to physical injuries, to prevent them from impacting every facet of life. By acknowledging and healing these traumas, we open the door to personal growth and transformation. Creating psychological safety. A cornerstone of our approach is the creation of a psychologically safe environment where learners feel secure to explore and express their authentic selves. By fostering this safety, we enable individuals to achieve self-actualization, tapping into their full potential and realising their unique gifts and talents. Tip of the hat to Maslow right there. Integrating ancient and modern insights. We draw from the rich tapestry of global ancient wisdom while incorporating cutting-edge neuroscience and psychotherapy. This blend allows us to address human behaviour and neuroplasticity, creating a comprehensive framework for understanding and fostering holistic wellness. Mojo School is committed to redefining education by embracing these guiding principles, ensuring that every learner is supported on their journey to self-discovery and empowerment. But what about our core values? Fostering a supportive educational environment. At Mojo School, our core values are the foundation of a nurturing and inclusive educational experience. We are committed to creating an environment where every individual is recognised, valued, and inspired to grow. Mojo School is dedicated to fostering an educational environment that supports these core values, ensuring that every learner is empowered to thrive and reach their fullest potential. And here they are. Valuing wisdom and gifts. We believe that every person brings unique wisdom and gifts to the table. Our approach emphasises the importance of recognising and valuing these contributions, fostering a culture where everyone feels seen and appreciated. This inclusive environment encourages collaboration and shared learning, enriching the educational experience for all. Holistic wellness. There's a clue in the title there. True well-being encompasses mental, emotional, and physical health, as well as soulful growth. At Mojo School, we advocate for a balanced approach to wellness, ensuring that learners are supported in all aspects of their development. By prioritising holistic wellness, we create a foundation for lifelong learning and personal growth. Prioritising health over attainment. I'm going to just say that a little louder for those at the back. Prioritising health over attainment. In a world often focused on achievement, we emphasise the importance of health and wellness as the cornerstone of success. By prioritising well-being, we empower learners to achieve their goals sustainably and meaningfully, leading to genuine fulfilment and accomplishment. So let's think about the science here, the scientific foundations, modern theories and practices. Mojo School integrates the latest scientific insights to create a robust educational framework that supports holistic development. By combining ancient wisdom and with modern theories, we offer a comprehensive approach to learning and well-being, one of which is neuroplasticity in human behaviour. Understanding neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganise itself by forming new neural connections, is central to our approach. By leveraging this knowledge, we help learners develop new skills and behaviours that enhance their personal and academic growth. A little bit of polyvagal theory. Our framework incorporates polyvagal theory, which emphasises the role of the nervous system in emotional regulation and social connection. By addressing trapped emotional trauma, we create a supportive environment where learners can feel safe, understood, and validated, fostering an atmosphere conducive to higher learning and personal development. And back to Maslow. I know there's more models out there, but I keep going back to Maslow, and all teachers will understand and will have learnt about Maslow. Hierarchy of needs, if you're not familiar. Maslow's self-actualization. We align our practices with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, particularly focusing on self-actualization. By ensuring psychological safety and meeting foundational needs, we enable learners to reach their full potential and achieve meaningful success. Mojo School's commitment to integrating these scientific foundations ensure that our educational approach is both innovative and effective, empowering learners to thrive in all aspects of their lives. Empowerment and autonomy, my two favourite words. At the heart of Mojo School's philosophy is the belief that true empowerment comes from within. It's that internal locus of control again. We are dedicated to fostering an environment where learners are encouraged to explore their unique identities, passions, and purposes with autonomy and confidence. Self-discovery and identity. Mojo School prioritises the journey of self-discovery, guiding individuals to uncover their authentic selves. We believe that understanding one's identity, passions, and purpose is crucial for personal growth and fulfilment. By supporting this exploration, we help learners build a strong foundation for their future endeavours. Transactional analysis, one of my favourites actually. Our approach incorporates an understanding around transactional analysis. And if anybody's ever seen me in action and seen me work in the most deprived and hard to reach communities, this is a foundation of my approach. If you understand transactional analysis and your own ego and how to communicate effectively with people, the game changes in every facet of life with anybody you ever communicate with. So it's a little side note there. And this creates an environment conducive to shared learning. By understanding interpersonal dynamics, we foster a collaborative atmosphere where learners can engage meaningfully with one another, enhancing their educational experience. Empowerment through autonomy. We recognise that each person is the expert of their own experience. Mojo School supports learners in taking ownership of their educational journey, providing the tools and resources needed to make informed choices. By empowering individuals to direct their learning, we inspire them to achieve their goals and realise their full potential. Mojo School is committed to nurturing empowerment and autonomy, ensuring that every learner is equipped to navigate their path with confidence and purpose. And when it comes to measuring success, I want to put something in there. So this is not just pie in the sky, wishful thinking. This is, I've been tried and tested for many, many years now. So we aim to test our approach, and this is for particular pilots. So if any of you out there, either teachers or educational professionals or trainers or an organisation and would like to speak to me, to work with me for a year, I have a really incredible 12-month pilot programme that I'm looking for some really, really super cool organisations to work with me on. And the aim of some of the people in the room at this particular conference that I'm going to is to see if anybody's interested in partnering up with Mojo School and doing some exciting work over the next 12 months. So this is a little bit about how I plan to measure the success of that particular 12-month pilot. We aim to test our approach within the current classroom challenges of time and budget constraints, and we will be evaluating against the following. So we know, I get told all the time, everyone's in a deficit, no one has a budget anyway. I ain't working for free, but compared to a lot of programmes, it's going to cost way, way less than you'd expect. And time. Teachers are so burnt out that they don't have the time to start learning new things. There's no time in the day or in the hour or in the classroom to actually do anything else. And that's why everything that's important ends up as a tick box. So I've created this specifically so that it can be embedded, and this is how I want to do it. Improved, so this is what we're measuring against. So over the 12 months, we're going to measure improved student mental health and wellbeing by providing students with tools and strategies to manage stress and emotions whilst exploring their untapped potential, identity, passion and purpose. Our programme aims to enhance overall mental health and academic performance. We use a Wellbe scale and the ONS4 baseline assessments at the start and the end of the programme, and we have a current average of a 1.5 increase in overall wellbeing across a 12-month full programme if people engage for the whole 12 months. And that's equal to 19.5 grand per person. So that return on investment, 19.5 grand. Pretty damn good, I'd say. Enhanced staff resilience and job satisfaction. Supporting teachers and staff with wellness resources can lead to increased job satisfaction and reduced burnout. And I get a high five, teachers. Got to be welcomed, surely. In addition to the ONS4, I'm going to conduct some case studies, informal interviews and creative assessments throughout the programme. The creation of a supportive school culture. Encouraging inclusivity, empathy, compassion and understanding, who would have thought it, among students and staff fosters a positive and empowering school environment. We will produce a final impact report including both qualitative and quantitative data to support our evaluation. And then potential reduction in behavioural issues. When I'm in a room and I'm working with groups, I know that that's a given. but I want to be able to help people who help people. I want to work with teachers and trainers and coaches. And I want to light their touch papers and give them the tools and the burnout support, and then they will be delivering the workshops. By addressing mental health proactively, the programme can help minimise behavioural challenges and improve classroom dynamics. Mojo School app can then be used outside of classroom time to provide personalised toolkits and real-time resources when they're needed the most. We'd like to work closely with a cross-section of teachers and students along their journey to support robust assessment and evaluation points. And then we have opportunities for collaboration. Mojo School is eager to build partnerships. This goes for you guys out there listening. If you can think of anybody to send this to listen to my dulcet tones, send it to business owners, anybody who runs an organisation or works in a team or you think gets it and understands what needs to be done to create some change. Send it on. Get in touch with me. Mojo School is eager to build partnerships that extend the reach and impact of our innovative educational approach. We invite educators, institutions and organisations to join us in redefining education through collaboration and shared vision. So I've designed this brilliant training and licensing pilot programme, which has a certain amount of licences that can be given out and training with me. So there's a bespoke workshop every month that leads you through the medicine wheel, through the whole curriculum, and it's proper experiential learning. It's ACE. So that's what I'm looking at for the next 12 months. So designed an exciting training and licensing pilot programme for educational institutions to integrate Mojo School's frameworks and methodologies into their curricula. By partnering with us, schools can enhance their programmes with holistic wellness and self-discovery components, fostering environments where students and teachers can thrive. Innovative approaches. Mojo School is committed to exploring creative and innovative methods to engage learners. We welcome collaborations that bring fresh perspectives and ideas, enriching our offerings and expanding our impact. Together, we can develop unique programmes and initiatives that address the diverse needs of learners. We use a cutting-edge online learning platform that integrates traditional learning models such as Kolb's experiential learning cycle, which I love. Teachers and students can access a treasure trove of exciting and engaging bite-sized learning tools and resources from any device 24/7 with added gamification elements, reaching even the hardest to reach and disengaged learners. And a global network. We're keen to create a global network of change makers and innovators dedicated to transforming education. By collaborating with Mojo School, partners can connect with a community of like-minded individuals and organisations, sharing resources, insights, and support to drive meaningful change. So that's my little presentation that I'm going to be sticking in a folder. I'm not reading it because, if I get some stage time, I am doing my thing. I ain't reading off a sheet, but I thought it'd be nice to have something really concise and well thought out and presented. Just read that, I'll explain it. So yeah, that's what that's for. So let me know what you think, let me know your feedback, and let me know if you're interested in having a conversation with me about working together to do some really cool stuff. Before I leave you, I wanted to just show you or tell you, I'm going to put this online as well. I'm just really proud of it, really pleased with it, because it's I'm trying to, all this stuff, there's so much, I'm trying to bring it into spaces that are just easy to understand what I'm trying to do and what it's all about. So I've created the Mojo model, which is using the word mojo. So M-O-J-O. I put it into 4 simple things, which everything that I just talked about there and everything I bring to you on this podcast and everything I've ever done is rooted in this foundational model. So here's my Mojo model, guys. M, make time. Prioritise your wellness. Carve out self-care activities and mindful moments throughout your day. And recognise the power of the pause. If any of you've done a workshop with me or you have spoken to me or had any kind of coaching with me, you will know this. You will know I bang on about it. You will know it works. You know who you are. That's M. O, options. Reflect, review, reprioritise. Cultivate a daily practice to connect in with your body and your intuition to discern your flow. Remember that you always have options to consciously create your reality, and you can pivot, move, and change direction at any time. So, final O, opportunities. Take notice, observe, and move with grace into new opportunities that present themselves to you. Know that you are capable of creating your perfect life and have unlimited opportunities ahead of you. Light up and shine. That's the Mojo way, guys. You see how I'm trying to bring the fluffy woo-woo stuff and create something that's truly transformative and easy to engage with and fun and creative and eye-opening and empowering. But it isn't fluffy. It isn't woo-woo. It isn't pie in the sky, wishful thinking. This is reality. It's grounded in science, in technology, in our knowledge of human behaviour, in the most up-to-date brain science and the oldest pieces of wisdom. It all comes together in this beautiful, beautiful tapestry and this amazing treasure trove of tools to self-actualise and to do it your way, person-centred. I can't tell you how to do it. I can give you all the tools and you can build your own pathway. And then that's the problem, I think, with education. It's do it this way and be happy about it. If you're not, then you are stupid and there's something wrong with you. So you should be able to do this. You should be able to do it this way and you should be happy about it. Why are we surprised that there's a problem? It's not how humans operate. We need to get with the program and we need to make change and we need to do it fast. So I'm, really excited about the conversations that will come out of this, and I'm excited about what happens next. The Mojo model is, I'm just, banging my drum loud as ever and just waiting for the floodgates to open and waiting for the shifts that we desperately, desperately need to happen. So wish me luck. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to catching up with some friends and having some really rich, powerful conversations and creating some solutions and some actionable change off the back of it. Gone are the years for me of being in rooms where we have conversations with the same people and the same issues and the same things over and over again. There's never any change. That seems like a pointless, insane activity to me. It's a waste of my time and energy. I want to be in spaces where people actually understand the power of action and combining, real forward-thinking, blue sky thinking innovation with empowered, strategic action to achieve those goals. There's nothing you can't do. It's just a case of getting the strategy right and having the right people in the right room. And to use Anthony's analogy, having the right people around the campfire. It's exactly what I'm going to do now. Is go and find my people around my campfire, and I will bring back some bounty to you guys in my Mojo community. So thank you for listening to me once again. I look forward to seeing you next week for the next episode. Bye for now.